Yasin, I can't hear you right now. Can you hear us?
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, thank you for this opportunity giving me, and I'm very honored and happy to be here and with you guys all and share my experience and my some recommendations for you guys. If you just want to take away and first of all, everyone welcome for this intro session. And yeah, I was a part of this Techno Study family. I will say family because it's kind of a family friendly environment organization, and I felt like studying, learning, everything that it's a place people open minded and very helpful, and that's what I like to call it. You know, my some point that I just wanna talk about. Um, okay, yeah. So first of all, I would like to say humankind created for discovering himself and discover people around. Is this my yeah, let me unmute this. All right. So discover himself. So what I will say in this point, you guys here, and I will just say, you just here to discover yourself. Are you a good suit this position, this organization, and the in the future that you want to get a great bright future with the good salary. So when you want to discover this, Techno Study is the right place, and I will break down why is the right place from my experience, and also Techno Studies features that I would like to highlight. So Edison, Thomas Edison, was inventor of the lights bulb and the electricity, and he was not aware of that. He's going to be a Thomas Edison and provide all this light, and you guys can see me now with lights. So he was trying, he was discovering, right? Einstein the same, right? When he do physics, that he always discover, try to learn, see himself. So everyone has in their inside a Einstein or a Edison that needs to discover. So what I will come to this, and I didn't know until come to Techno Study and this position, I was a programmer, and I was I am a like a person that I will love what I do now as a QA SDET, software development engineer, because my entire life completely different, right? So I was doing like a delivery jobs. I was doing like a different type of jobs, teaching, coaching. I never taught myself in this place. So in this point, I will say I wanted to discover something. It's interesting, right? So what is that called? Aesthetic. So some point I heard from my friends, Techno Study reference, and there's so many places you can go, right? So you can choose any other places. But the point of coming here, trying to make commitment, just to discover yourself, okay? And you never know how you're gonna end up. So for that reason, you better to give a shot. Why? And I will give you my story. 2016, one of my friends said this, you should join one of these organizations. So I was looking around, and trying to find something that will help me, get through all those difficulties in life. Meaning, good job, good, salary for family and myself, right? Um, yeah, and it didn't work out because I wasn't so sure. So, and then I decided to give a shot a little late. And I was like, why did I do this late? Now I'm thinking after 4 years, I wish I could have tried early. Anyway, and I end up last year here. And so Techno Study was like providing all those resources that I need. How did I get these resources? Because they know the market, they know the tools, they know what it's supposed to be guided to you as an SDET position. Before that, I was little tricky guy trying to find a free course, trying to find something free education, right? Everyone wants something free, especially if you like free food. So at this point, I try some courses, I try something that will be helpful for me to get this. There's so many information I couldn't handle because IT is a huge field. So you have to narrow, you have to filter yourself, but you cannot achieve this by yourself. So you need an organization, you need people around who are willing to help you, right? Techno Study is one of this, and I will say, because they know the resources, right resources to provide you fundamentals that you can just like find yourself or discover yourself as an SDET, as a programmer. Have I tried as a programmer? Have I been in any place to work a QA or a SDET position program? No, zero experience, zero. So
I'm
when
sorry,
somebody
Yasin,
told me,
can I ask you something? That's what I remembered. You joined the course a little late after it started, right?
yes,
It was, I remember probably you were the last person who entered batch 6 because it was like after 1 or like 2 weeks, right? So how did you manage
that's another
to?
thing. Yeah,
Okay. I just
I'm gonna
remember.
come that point.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm gonna come
sorry.
that point. Good catch. So I'm gonna come that point. So, and then I just like find out some courses, tried, and it's not working. It's not working because so many resources. I need an organization to help me. So for that reason, so I picked, Techno Study. And so no matter what your background is in Techno Study, it doesn't matter. You can be delivery guy, you can be a waitress, you can be like mom, you can be like full-time, something else. How can I do this? I was asking myself, how can I be a programmer? How can I be in this position, right? Because you never discover. So for that reason, I decided my life, this is not going so well. I need to change. I don't get what I deserve. I am better than this, right? So I start discovering and I apply some courses. Let me tell you, honest, talk. I took those courses 3 months, 6 months. It's not working because right resources not provided. So many details, so many information not leading you that you want to become. You cannot discover. And I end up Techno Study for that reason, you know. And like I said, they know the market, they know everything that you need, and they can provide. So for that reason, when I come to this point, I was already late. She mentioned that she remembered me probably, like how she said, I called them. It was like a 1.5 month after batch started last year.
Okay, it was 1 month.
And
Oh, interesting.
yeah, yeah. And I was already late. So I had to catch up some classes, right? So she even said, "Oh, we cannot accept." And I was like, "No, I want to come because I'm done this. Everything I try is not working. Free courses, other courses. I need this organization." I heard a lot. So after that, I just started 1 month late, and then I just started to watch every day, and I just put my full-time effort for this, you know, and to get this point because everyone has a different lifestyle, different expectation, but my expectation was clear. I just want to be something that helped me go through life difficulties and better opportunities, better salaries, and everything. So, and there's so many examples in this techno study I heard. That's a clear understanding. I can do this. I can try. I give it a shot, right? And then once they provided all right resources, I can clearly understand what I am going to become, what I am going to end up, right? Because they already have those right resources, technically, especially. And technical teachers are amazing. Mentors were amazing. They always helpful. And then after 6 months, even right 6 months before, by the way, fifth month, I start applying jobs before finishing course. So basically, I complete the course, I can say 5 or less than 5 months, apply jobs, and I got a job. Zero background, zero IT, zero experience, but I will say hard work, dedication, what else? Perseverance, and leaving my comfort zone, not sleeping nights, you know, just all those cries, maybe all those stress that get you this point. But you have to discover, like Edison, like Einstein. You never know what's gonna happen. So you have to give it a shot, and you don't have to give up. And also, like, inspire others, help others. And I'm trying right now, because I can guarantee you this: if you make the commitment in this organization, and they will not let you down. Okay. And but you have to make a commitment. Commitment means like dedication, patience, perseverance. So, and leave your comfort zone. Okay. So, meaning that you have to sacrifice something. You cannot just have uh, everything you want at the same time you are comfortable. So, right? So you already know that. So I will say also, you know, from my notes, in this point, I believe everyone's here. How many people we have?
We
Let
have
me see.
around like
11.
11, like 12, I think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's awesome. So I believe everyone has a chance to discover himself. Meaning that you can become something that if you are wanted to, and if you're looking for the place you want to become, and you are in the right place. And I will say that.
All right, great. So can you so yeah, I think students already know what is SDET, and they know it's testing. What can you say in short about the, like, the job itself, the profession?
My current role, you mean?
Yeah, like, for is like students, who will they become, like what they should expect. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know, I'm sure
Yeah.
that all of them know what is as that, but
Mm-hmm.
like better from your point, like you are tester,
Right.
you become.
Right. um so what I will say, guys, when you finish this course, at the end of the course, you will become a tester. A tester means, um, it's a person who is testing something. Okay, so basically has a lot of terms for that. Call SDET, call QA, call QA engineer, call this, call that, whatever. But you are a tester. So Meaning, when you have this bottle, so you have to make sure this product clear and simple. I'm not sure, can you guys see that? Yeah, it's like able to help the customer, me, easily open and eat, drink, right? This is a product. So in this point, when you finish this course as a tester, you're not going to have this product. What are you going to have? You're going to have product, but it's a software, right? So it's the same idea, same mentality, same logic. The difference only it's a product, software product. Let's give an example. Amazon, it's a product. Yes, you know, website, but it's called a product. Who is customer? You, me, and somebody else. Who wants to buy something? They have to go through Amazon, right? And it's an internet place, internet product. So one, this product exists. They need to somebody to build that product and test that product, and the customer will be able to buy or be happy what they want, right? So that's your part. Somebody will build that product, like how they built this bottle, and somebody needs to test it. And as you see, in our era, it's a IT getting crazy. You know, we are living in AI age. So everything artificial intelligence and programming. So you will always find a position. You will always find, you know, just like anything that you want to become as a tester, whatever is the name, SDET tester, don't matter, but they will need you with your skill. So at the end of this course, you will be a tester and you will be able to test the product with your skills in the 6 months. I hope it makes sense what I said.
Yes. So I already told that the classes will be live via campus. The schedule is Monday and like Saturday. So can you? A lot of questions students ask why it is Monday to Saturday. Why it's guys 6 days a week? Like basically, I'm gonna give up on my life because I don't have any days off. I'm already working. So I know it's very challenging and tough, but you went through this. How do you describe that schedule? Is it something that students cannot do, or is it doable?
Mm-hmm. So as we just mentioned, testing a product, right? It looks like Techno Study is an organization, and every other organization too. They probably test this, meaning they probably figured it out. This course should be 6 months. This course should be like a 5 or 7 days or 6 days. Um, should be on place, should be on schedule to keep students on track, and they will be able to achieve their goals. That's what they probably did it, I'm guessing, but and makes sense. Why? From my experience, when I come in this 6 month, you learn literally between 3 to 5 years experience as a tester that know in the market now. So that means you need time to give some effort for that experience if you want, right? That makes sense. For 6 days. Otherwise, human being created to things forget, right? Because you cannot keep everything in your head. You keep aging, you keep learning, so things will fly. So it's better to keep it 6 days on track, always be on place, study, focus. That's help you in 6 months, maybe less than that, like me, 5 months, you get a job and people see your skills. um you're not a boot camper, or you're not a somebody is just start learning and discover IT. You look like a 3 5 years experienced person. That's why 6 days, and you have to plan that.
Okay, thank you so much. All right. So I've also heard, like, I even have some my relatives who chose another boot camp just because it's too much. And they said, so there is another boot camp. Of course, I'm not gonna name. They have classes 3 times a week, and it's like only
Mm-hmm.
recording. So they send you video recording of the class, you watch it at certain days, and then you move on. And I try to, I don't know, like, you know, say this is not, probably this is gonna be hard for you, like, because you'll be having problems finding a job. And then she recently calling me saying like she was sad that she's not getting any interviews right now. So, and I assume it's because when you are on by, like, on your own, it's hard to follow it, right? Like in this program, you see your instructor every day. You remember that you have to
Right.
study every day, but when you're on free, like on your own, is it, from your experience, was it challenging to have a discipline?
Yeah, exactly. You know, when you have this type of schedule, tight schedule, and busy schedule, you have to have a discipline. That's actually shows 6 days is a disciplined organization, disciplined place. We want to value you. We want to give you what you pay for, what you just invest yourself, and that's what it is. Schedule and being like that. And the other organization, other businesses going to similar to this, I don't want to give name, and I heard my friends also go too. What makes Techno Study different that I explained, you already know that, is the discipline. Being 6 month and the 6 days a week on track, studying with the right resources. I'm telling you, it's very important because I didn't have right resources, and it took me 6 years to find out this place, and I wasted. You know, you better not waste it. You know, I'm not trying to market it. I'm giving you my real story. That's why I'm here, and that's the resources that you need. Will market hire you right away. That's why you come here. And the other organization might do that too, but you have to find yourself, is it like a family friendly, mentoring friendly? And I heard there's so many different things in other organization, right? They have some issues, maybe Techno Study, some have issues either, but it's not, doesn't matter. So what you need to do first, you have to put yourself in a place that you feel home. You feel like a place you get help. And is this the place? Yes, that's the place. And I don't know other places because I have not experienced yet. This is my first place, and I will definitely 100% recommend you to be here with this discipline organization and discipline program.
All right, great. So we had one question from Burju, I think, and she's asking, 3 hours a day, of course, that's class, that's enough. Is that enough? So how many extra hours I have to put in, like, to, to go over with that information and make sure I understand everything?
Mm-hmm. Good question. So in this point, I will say my experience and the other friends' experience. If you talk the numbers, minimum, you need like 3 to 5 hours. You already
Right?
spent 3 hours. Sorry,
Every day, right?
every day. Yes, 3 to 5 hours every day throughout the 6 days a week. 3 to 5 hours. It's must, not ideal. Must. 3 hours already guaranteed. Why? Because you're getting the course. Like I said, they test it again. They probably 3 hours straight. You need to learn things. You're gonna learn in a day, and putting on top 4 hours, 5 hours before class or after class, it's on you. And that will help you go through the process faster or slower, depends on your performance. Think about that, a car, um, whichever gears you want to put, that you go fast or you go slow. That's up to you.
All right, great. Okay, so I also put some, things like information for students, what you're gonna learn. So this is, I just put it in hours, so that probably to help them estimate what they're gonna see, how long it's gonna take. So this is basically Java and testing tools. So first 3 months they learn Java. Why do you think they need to have Java specifically, like as a programming language for this? And what do you say about all these testing tools that they're gonna study?
Mhm, mhm. So the programming language for Java, and I will say, is the father of all those other languages. You know, everything started with Java. So Java is built first, and most of the application, most of the you know company, sorry, businesses use as a language, programming language, Java. When it's come to this point, like I said, Techno Study filter that, find the right resource. They decided Java, and I'm 100% sure that's the best decision, because once you learn Java, you can learn anything, meaning other language, JavaScript, Python. I have no idea, by the way. I know Java only, and I'm really trying to get advanced.
Mm-hmm.
And once you do that, you will be able to do that. And I have lots of friends. They already hired different language, but they have no idea. They told them, I don't know JavaScript. How am I gonna work this place? But you wanna hire me, this and that. He's honest, and they say like, oh, if you know Java, no worries. So
Okay.
because the father, yeah,
All right, great. Also, so yeah, Java it's gonna take around 3 months, as I said, and then so the certifications and GitHub and Selenium. Do you want to say anything about those? Because
yes,
yeah,
yes.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I just so
Once,
after alumni they get a job, and then some of them and they call me and they say, "Hey, Malika, look, we have studied so much things, but in my current company, I only use, let's say, Cucumber and Postman. I don't use anything else. So while I was struggling and learning all this stuff, we want to make sure they can apply to any company. So like they have to know all of this. But what do you say? Is it really important to know
yeah,
all of
mm-hmm.
them?
Yeah. Again, Techno Study know what market is looking for, what market needs as a tester. So when you're a tester, you need a language. So think about, I am a coach. I used to be coach, soccer coach, right? You need some tools. When you use as a coach teaching students, players, football, soccer, you need balls, you need cones, you need this, you need that, gears, and then shoes. Those are the tools. Without that, it's not possible. It's not professional. Same thing as a tester. You need tools, meaning Java. You need Selenium that you can just work, right? You need to automate. And also you need test ng. So you have to run your tests. You're a tester. One test, second test, third test. How many tests you want to see the product is functional or not. So you need those tools, what markets exactly need. And those are the tools most used. That's why Techno Study provide those in the class. And testing, we said Cucumber. Well, we have Jira. We have a lot of things to learn. Throughout the course. Then you will be like seeing that it's on demand, and you will be hired for that.
All right, great. Okay, so this is soft skills. We can just briefly go over this. So here I just want to mention, guys. So yeah, testing, it's a lot of technical stuff, Java too, but you have to know also how to present and perform in front of your future companies. That's why you really need those skills, like soft skills, where to look for jobs, how to find one, how to apply for, like, how to do your resume after you apply, how should I, talk or have interviews. So this is all will be covered. Don't worry about that. And also, can you, Yasin, explain how was your soft skills experience and did it really help?
Mhm. Of course. So for the soft skill part, that's another class. That's a good point, because let me give you example again. I used to be a coach, right? Teaching students, players how to play soccer. We talk about tools, and let me give you example. If you don't know how to approach players, if you don't know how to talk to players, and if you
Mhm.
don't know even little baby how to talk, so you will be not able to communicate, right? Even if you're a great coach, even if you're a great person, don't matter. So you need that skills. Some people concern I don't have English, this and that. That's not what I'm talking about. People doesn't need that much, advanced English or something. Of course, you need English, but at least you need to know what is the terms, what are the terms, what are the business. As a tester, you need to understand and talk. That's what a soft skills look like. So you have already tools. We talk about it, Selenium, TestNG, but how are you gonna communicate? How are you gonna work a place that has a lot of terms, technical terms, right? So that's what you're gonna learn in soft skills. When you're a tester, what you're supposed to do in your meeting, how you're supposed to act your meeting, and what you're supposed to do in your meeting. Before that, you have to also learn how to get a job, right? So you know every technical details, tools, but you have to explain that. So that's why you need soft skills, and you need to build that also. And then you will be full package, ready to go, and they will, okay, this guy is what we are looking for.
All right, now we're just coming to the right point. Okay, we understand people, students come, they want to learn skills for life, but the main goal is to find a job, to land the job, and then keep that job, right? So,
Right.
what kind of career? Like, I know we do, like, I know students, I mean instructors and mentors. We are with our students until they, until the onboarding process. Even if they are after they hired, I remember, like, I called them, hey, everything is okay? Do you need any paperwork done? So whatever. So it's the happiest day of our lives at Techno Study is when we get a call and say, hey, I got an offer. I can assure that. And we try to provide the best career support. I'm not a student. I wasn't trained here. That's why I cannot speak for myself. As our alumni, how was your career support? I think you were hired like really quickly, like you finished, and then a few weeks
Mm-hmm,
ago, we heard that you got an offer.
mm-hmm,
What was your
mm-hmm.
experience?
Yeah. My experience, I will say definitely first you have to sign up this course. You have to
You
come
should
this
be in
course.
marketing, Yasin. I'm the marketing manager, but you should be in marketing. You do this great. Thank you so much for
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to actually, but I'm telling you the honest, because when you start working, you start thinking like a programmer. First, what the step, second step, third step. So first step, you have to sign a right place, and Techno Study one of that. And once you get that resources, and you need a people that you can work around, right? And all those experience bring up to you a point that you feel confident, and people needs to also give that confidence level boost, because everyone in this course, most of them, it's like zero background experience and no IT background, and I was one of that. And how can you do that in 6 months? People talking about crazy amount of salary and the crazy amount of like work ethic and crazy amount of like place that you will put your work and it's valuable. So for that reason, you need people to support you. And Techno Study has that plan. They organize well for the group activities. I will say my group activity is one of that. Helped me through all this confidence that I built. Um, because you are in a new place and you are in new environment and place that you need to understand how things work, and people around you, you always get something from them because you see them, they study, you want to study. You see them, they push you, Techno Study. They want you to be like a leader of this group or the pioneer of this group or that group. So they push you basically. That's what I've been pushed, and I came this point. And then the 5 months, I feel like okay, I'm ready. Uh, but not everything is like Alice, dream place. But you'll get some bad experience with the interview process. Those are also failures, but building you as a success. And I got failures. It's nothing like right away I popped up, I got a job 5 months later. No, it's just like fail, 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 but you learn everything. Even like throughout the course, you fail your classes that you just don't understand. Maybe you cannot figure it out. Putting all this effort, and at the end of the course, it's coming success by itself. You just put something there.
Great. Oh, thank you. Okay, so thank you so much, Yasin. By the way, I remember you signing up, but then after I'm with students until they sign up, and then I forward all of them to education team and say I talk to teachers one by one and say, hey, here are my students, please take a very good care of them, and then I leave. And then after 5 months, when I heard that you got a job, that you are being pretty successful, we were very happy to have in our team. Yasin is also currently helping our students. He is our mentor. He himself was on that road, and he understands probably students better than we do, because he knows where things change, where students struggle, and where they need help. So Yasin, thank you very much for this session. This webinar will be very special for me too, because we didn't want to do it like via Instagram or where everyone can come in. We wanted to be very sincere space where you can ask your questions, and Yasin is here to to answer for you. So do you have any technical questions about the course to Yasin? Because I know you are working. I don't want to take a lot of your time, Yasin. Thank you so much. In your busy schedule, you're trying to find time for us. If you guys have questions, please chat, text them in the chat box, and then we can move on after that. I will briefly explain the registration process, or if you have any questions about the or other things, you can ask me later, no problem. I think we have a question. When is the busiest period of the course? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
When is the
When is the
first three
busy?
months? What would you say, Yasin?
Mm-hmm. Burji got really good questions. First question, I believe I answered, right,
Yes,
Malika?
yeah, you answered that one. The next, yeah.
Okay. Second one, next one is like busiest time. I will say from my time when I was studying like you guys, maybe you will in the future. Maybe the first 3 months, yeah. First 3 months, it's really busy. Maybe first 2 months with Java, because a new language. Imagine you're speaking English, you're gonna speak French, let's say. You gotta learn in 3 months. Same thing Java. So you got to learn. So I will say 2 to 3 months. It's really busy. You should not delay any classes and keep on track to learn, because the reason why is busy, yes, um, you're putting a fundamentals that you're going to become. Uh, so your foundation must be like solid. You're building a house, right? It has to be solid foundation. Same thing. That's what it start with Java. And after that, I'll tell you that. After that is the funniest part. And like everything is like fun. Everything is like group activities. Everything is like look like a real place that you work. You feel like a tester. But before, you have to build. You have to put the your base strong. So first 2 to 3 months.
Okay, and the hardest ones are also the first month. She has a follow-up question. Okay.
That's true. Hardest time, honest say, and but you know, that's how you get better. So you have to get that hardest part to see the struggle at the first place in the first place. Then you will come through to like the other part. So once you go through that, you'll be fine. But it's not gonna happen right away. That 3 months actually, it's not just like you learn right away Java. I remember myself. In 2 months, I was not 100%. I was not 60%. I'm telling you real. I was like 45 once the first 3 months because hard and because new and needs time. You even learn English, different language, not in 3 months, 4 months. It takes time. You keep building it. But that's not an obstacle, right? You can overcome.
All right. So we have a question from Boran. Are we able to reach our teachers for any questions about classes? So I believe you can address your questions right away during the class. We will have Discord for that. Or if you want to, extra explanation, that's where our mentors like Yasin, they interfere, because all our mentors, they are alumni who finished the course and successfully got jobs like within a month, right? So those students, alumni, they always help, like, able to help. If you need to just, I believe they chat in Discord and say, hey, I need help. And then someone comes and, assists, right? Yeah, that's what you can do during the class. If you have questions, what are the differences in paying these lessons in Turkish or English? So we don't it's not about the language, it's about the product and the country. So courses in Turkey, I believe they're also very great, but that's for Turkish market or for European market. And to be honest, we don't we don't come together too much. So the teachers are different, mentors are different. Again, I'm gonna say our Turkish students, they're very hardworking and successful, but the prices, the regulations is definitely different offices. So I cannot speak for Turkey right now. What I'm gonna say, if you want to take the course in Turkish language, please go ahead, fill the form and specify your country, Turkey or Azerbaijan, so that Turkish team can call you and they give their information, because again, regulations are quite different. Thank you. And also, do we have any other questions for Yasin? All right. Thank you, Ozan. Thank you guys for joining too. So, Yasin, I know I booked you until 2 p.m. and it should be, I know it's time. Students seem like, they are very active, and I've seen some of them in our previous sessions. So I think they have the questions answered, and if they want to talk to you about specific things, are they welcome to get in touch with you and ask their questions, or so. Yeah, I think when they have technical questions, I don't want to be in the position where I can answer this because I don't know. But if they have specific questions that I believe you or other mentors can answer, I will make sure I will forward the information to you guys, okay? So that you can help.
Okay.
All right.
Before I leave, I will say that's how we do in our real job. I just want to call these names and note these names, and I want to see next batch. Baran, Gürses, Boran, Burcu, Kiray, Kaynar, Mehmet, Ibrahimov, Munira Olcan Salamat Toligan. So I noted this name. You know, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next batch. You know, coming up. And I'm very happy to be here, helping others, helping people, and inspiring others. So I think that's all about life, and we just should be like a place that where we are happy. And I feel like when you guys be here, you will find the success, you will find where you are supposed to be, and you will see that your life is way better than this, and your life is much worth it, and being here and studying, and hopefully you'll be all successful in the
Okay.
future.
Yasin, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And have a great the rest of your day. I know you're working, so Friday is almost there. So take care. Thank you so much, Yasin. I will
Take
just
care.
put you for a few minutes with other students, and then we
Mhm.
will finish it too. All right. Thank you. Thank you for your
All right,
time.
bye bye.
All right.
Thank
Bye.
you.